So today I want to show you something that I've been really wanting to get, and I had the chance this weekend to demo this bike, and this is a Santa Cruz SB 130 mountain bike. It's all carbon fiber, full suspension. This is really cool, just the pivoting system they have here. Super high-end components, what have you. So this is a bike that I got to demo. It's by Yeti. It's called a Yeti SB 130. Runs about $7,400. I'm very blessed and fortunate that I can think and decide if I'm going to buy something like this. So I seeked out where I could demo it, because a purchase like that, you just don't buy it and try it out. And so yesterday, and a little bit today, and then tomorrow, I will ride it, turn it in, and make a decision if I'm going to buy it. So I'm talking with the people at Bike Link, which is in Hoover, Alabama, about this. And I said, well, what if I come back and say I really want to buy this bike? How soon could I get one? And they tell me 6 months. And I went, 6 months? Wow. They just don't have them in stock? And he goes, no, that's not really the case. The problem is they don't have the components to build you the bike, to put the bike together, send it to us, we build it out, give it to you. And the reason is because the components are still sitting in China. They're still sitting on the other side of the Pacific Ocean. And it got me to thinking about the recent closures of the Ford and GM factories when it comes to like Ford F-150s and others, and this shortage of chips. Well, as I'm digging into this, and I'm out mountain biking yesterday, I got to thinking, well, who else is having this problem? So I get on YouTube and I find that the CEO of Santa Cruz Mountain Bikes, which is another higher end mountain bike, in an interview and I'll leave it in the description, talks about how because of COVID, the shutdown, because shipping is all backed up, he said there's roughly 40 to 65, which is a big broad range, but I get his point, of freighters sitting off the Pacific or the coast of California to be unloaded. And because of COVID, they're only working at 65% capacity, so they're way behind on offloading all of these goods, which includes mountain bikes, frames, components, microchips, everything, even running shoes. I was talking to a guy the other day about running shoes. He's like, yeah, they're really slim pickings right now because you can't get them because of the supply chain interruption. Which got me to thinking, I got to talking with a buddy of mine about a couple weeks ago he's a salesman for a shoe company. I won't name the shoe company, but he's like, we feel pretty lucky that we're going to be able to ship fall orders, whereas one of our competitors has already told their shops they will not be shipping any fall orders for the rest of the year. This is a major shoe company who can't get product into the United States off the ships, unloaded and shipped out to retailers before the year end, because nobody is there to do it, and there's nobody there to pick up these containers that are sitting in China. And you think about the ramifications of all of this, not just my little problem in this world of, hey, I want to get my new bike here, but when it comes to everything, at what point is this going to peak? At what point is supply chain interruption going to peak? And you're going to walk into your grocery store, or you're going to walk into, a retailer of some level, and find out you don't have the ability to buy it because it's sitting in China, or sitting in Vietnam, or one of the countries that makes these products for us, who makes it affordable for us. I mean, think about this. There's a lot of talk about bringing this all back to the United States in manufacturing. In an interview with the CEO from Santa Cruz Bicycles, he said to, boot up a factory, you're looking at 2 to 3 years. I mean, this is a carbon fiber bike. That's certain machinery takes that to make that frame. When it comes to making shoes, the infrastructure you have to build out is going to take 2 to 3 years. So if we have supply chain issues now, problems now with supply chain issues, what is it going to look like in July? What is it going to look like in August or September? What is it going to look like at Christmas time? And this is what has gotten me to thinking that this run we've had in the stock market, and this run we've had, this recovery growth we've had since the bottom of the stock market in March 23rd of last year, of 2020, is about to come to an end. And it will come to an end when those retailers and those lenders come out and say, yeah, we had a great first quarter. Second quarter it wasn't good. But third quarter, it sucks. We didn't ship anything. We didn't make the sales because we don't have the product. And we're a year behind. In the interview with the CEO of Santa Cruz, and I keep harping on this, but this is how my world works, right? He says, we're not taking any more orders for bikes for another 15 to 18 months from that time of the interview. And that was in March. That puts them out to third quarter, fourth quarter of 2022. And there's a demand. Just do this. Next time you're near a bike shop, walk into the bike shop and just go look around. Ask them, can you show me the different types of bikes you have? Do you have road bikes? Do you have mountain bikes? Kids bikes? And tell them to show you the different levels. And if they have any inventory and you're interested in a bike, you may want to buy it because they don't exist. So my whole point is, I believe this recovery we're experiencing, along with this recovery we're experiencing, is just fleeting. And the reason is, especially on the retail side and on the goods side of things, the Fords, the GMs, if they can't make trucks are popular here in the South. If they can't make trucks, what are they going to sell? What are they going to make? If they can't get chips, what are they going to make? Oh yeah, but Trent, hey, we'll just build a factory. 3 years from now, that factory will be running, right? 2 years from now at best. Because you're talking about a technology that is so specific that we have depended on overseas. Don't forget that the people in Asia who make these products for us work a lot cheaper than we do here in America. So the idea of jacking up a $15 minimum wage, those pair of running shoes you bought, and that, let's say they are made here, instead of costing, really good pair of running shoes, $120, $150, they're $500 shoes. Who's going to afford that? Nobody. We have a serious problem. We have an issue. And I believe that issue is going to show its ugly head as we get further into third quarter and fourth quarter of 2021. And it's going to be bleeding out bad in 2022. So, I did find my bike. I found it 1,500 miles away from me. And they won't ship it to me. They won't sell it to me and ship it to me. They'll sell it to me as long as I come pick it up. So I am contemplating going 1,500 miles from where I'm at and buying my bike, because they have 12 of them in all different sizes. And I ain't going to tell you who the bike shop is because I don't want you to get there before I do. And they have one size for me and one size for my wife. And yes, I know it's a ridiculous amount of money, but I love this. This is my passion. But this is something that I look at, that a year from now, that bike will be worth, if I didn't ride it, probably double the price to somebody, because they won't exist. They won't be available. because of the supply interruption. So my question to you is, in the comments, what other products do you believe are in jeopardy of being out of supply and could go up in price if you had whatever that was? What would it be? What products are we going to run out of in the next 9 months that will be in demand? I remember when Tickle Me Elmo was like the big thing at Christmas. Think about that. What toys, products will be in such demand end of October of this year for Christmas that nobody will be able to get their hands on, and those who have them will be able to make a ton of money in. Share those ideas with me in the comments. Thank you for joining. Please like this video. Also, this is purely educational. This is not advice. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share with me those product ideas that you think will be in mass demand in the next 9 months. Thanks.